at the penultimate round of the BRDC British Formula 3 Championship in 2018. We're at Donington Park, and Billy Monger makes an emotional return to racing at Donington Park. And after qualifying session, we caught up with him when he got his first ever British F3 pole position. So, Billy Monger, talk us through then. How did you do it, and how do you feel?
Yeah, I don't really know how I did it, to be honest. It was I knew I had a good car for me from testing when we tested here a week ago, and obviously Thursday and the wet went well, so confidence-wise I was feeling quite good going into that one. And it was just a pretty easy session for us, really. Had a nice gap towards the end of the run, which I made in sort of in the middle few laps, and then just put in a few good laps, and yeah, ended up on pole by a couple of tenths. So wasn't quite expecting for it to be that situation. Obviously, first time racing it again, but it's definitely a good way to start the weekend.
Definitely. You've done a lot of testing here as well before now. It's not literally like the first time you've been back, but yeah, in that session as well, times were tumbling. It wasn't easy for anyone. No,
definitely not. I mean, especially with the new changes they've made to the chicane overnight, putting the curbs in there that weren't there on Thursday. I think, to be honest, that came into our favour a bit, because I was always being a bit careful through there about using too much of the green tarmac. So I think it probably caught some people out how much slower you had to go through the chicane and in testing. But yeah, no, that was obviously awesome, and hopefully, if it's wet or dry for the race, we should be in a good place.
So first race coming up soon. Can you do the business?
Well, that's what I plan on doing from pole position, and that's what me and the guys at Carlin have worked really hard to do, is to put it on pole. That was always my first target, and I knew we had the speed through the last few rounds, but just didn't get it together. And lucky enough today, we done a good job in qualifying, and hopefully now, come race time, we'll be able to do the same, finish in the same place.
Well done. Best of luck, Billy.